You ever been scrolling and you see a video that promises some crazy danger, only for it to suddenly pivot to something completely unrelated, like a cute cat? Well, today we're going to unpack a bizarre and surprisingly common formula that's designed to hook you, play with your emotions, and just farm your engagement. Let's get into it. Yeah, that feeling of confusion, that kind of digital whiplash, you're not alone. And I'll tell you what, that jarring shift is no accident. No way. It's part of a very, very deliberate strategy. So, it all kicks off with the hook. I mean, these videos are absolute masters at grabbing your attention in those first 3 seconds, usually by cooking up some kind of mystery or a feeling of immediate danger. All right, so check out this first example. The video opens with this super urgent warning. If you see a green snake like this, get away immediately. Right away, your brain just snaps to attention. You're thinking, wait, what's so bad about this snake? Why do I have to get away? And just like that, you're hooked. And get this, it's not just a one-off thing. Here's another video from the same channel, totally different subject, but the exact same tactic. This one warns, be careful if you catch a fish like this. See? It's the same formula all over again. Create a little mystery, sprinkle in some danger, and make you feel like you just have to see what happens next. Okay, but just when you're leaning in close, right? You're waiting for the big reveal about the terrifying snake or that scary fish. The video just pivots. And this is where things get really, really weird. I mean, the video completely, and I mean completely, changes direction. So in both videos, this supposed life or death situation is suddenly interrupted by a cat. Seriously. And it's not just any cat, but the exact same footage of a cat with an injured leg. The narrator just jumps right in, asking you to like and subscribe if you think the cat is cute, totally ditching the initial premise. This is not some random clumsy edit, folks. It is a very deliberate emotional pivot. And that moment of confusion, that's the whole key. See, these videos, they aren't actually about snakes or fish at all. They're all about executing a simple, repeatable, 4-step formula. And it's designed for one single purpose. We're calling this the interaction bait formula. And at its core, it's just a strategy that manufactures an emotional response to trick you into engaging with the content. It's got nothing to do with telling a story. It's all about farming for clicks, likes, and comments. So let's break this formula down. Step 1, you got the mysterious hook. That's our dangerous snake or the strange fish. Step 2, the emotional interrupt. Bam, the injured cat appears out of nowhere. Step 3, the ask. That's the direct call to action tied to how you're feeling about the cat. And finally, step 4, the reveal, or what I like to call the super anticlimactic resolution. And just look at how the ask dials up the manipulation. It's not just a simple, hey, comment if you like cats. Oh no, in the snake video, they tell you to comment with heart emojis to prove you're a good person. I mean, wow. But the fish video, that one goes even further. It promises that, get this, 1,000 angels will pray for your parents if you comment. That is such an extreme emotional plea, designed to make it feel almost impossible not to respond. Okay, so after all of that emotional stuff, what about the original mystery? What was so dangerous about that green snake? And what was the deal with that scary-looking fish? Well, the big answer is absolutely nothing. Yeah, both videos just kind of wrap up that initial premise like it's an afterthought. The green snake, turns out it's actually afraid of humans and won't attack. And the strange fish, just a digital edit. It wasn't even real. The entire threat was completely fabricated. So here's the really crucial part to understand. That anticlimax, it's not just bad storytelling, it is the entire point. The creator never ever intended to deliver on the initial hook. The snake and the fish were just bait to get you to the real content, the emotional plea involving the tat. That hook was totally disposable. Okay, so it's a weird video formula, right? And it might seem harmless, but understanding why it exists is so key to being a smarter consumer of media online. So what's the ultimate goal here? What are they really after? The goal is super simple: engagement farming. Every single comment, like, and share sends a little signal to the platform's algorithm that says, hey, people are reacting to this, show it to more people. It becomes this feedback loop built on emotional manipulation, designed to game the system for maximum visibility, with zero regard for the quality or truth of the content.
So, what's the big takeaway from all this? First, you can now recognize this four-step pattern of hook, interrupt, call to action, and anticlimax. You should understand that the goal isn't to inform, but to farm engagement. This should make you question any piece of content that tries to provoke a sudden and strong emotional reaction. It's really all about becoming a more critical, more aware viewer.
And that kind of brings us to our final question for you. Now that you can spot this formula, what other patterns have you noticed online? Really think about it the next time you're scrolling. Because being able to deconstruct what you're actually seeing is the first step to navigating this whole digital world a little more consciously.